Welcome to another episode of Sage Studio. I'm Tiffiny Webster, and today I'm joined with our Sage Oak School counselor, Coral Prendergast. Coral, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
We always love having you on the show. You bring us such good information, and today we're talking all about concurrent enrollment. So if you're listening to this podcast and you are like, what did she just say? Concurrent enrollment is this amazing opportunity that students have to be enrolled in Sage Oak while also being enrolled in some community college classes. And today, Coral is going to be breaking that all down for us because this is such an incredible opportunity for our students, and we really want our parents to know more about it. So, Coral, I'm just going to dive right in.
So, concurrent enrollment is an awesome opportunity for students to take college classes, get college credit for them, but at the same time, fulfill some of their high school requirements and get high school credit at the same time. So, any 3, 4, or 5 unit class at the college, which is one semester for them, actually transfers to a full year, 10 credits of high school credit. So it's a really great way to bulk up your credits if you're looking to graduate early or maybe knock some of those general education requirements out of the way. And the best thing is it's actually tuition free. So you don't have to pay tuition when you're a high school student. There's a couple of fees that you may have to pay, like a campus fee, but I usually don't see those go over like $25 or $30 a semester. So it's a great way to knock out college classes early.
Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to rewind that a little bit. What she just said there was concurrent classes mean that your Sage Oak high school student can take classes through a community college provider, and they can earn both high school credit for that class and college credit for the class at the same time. And these classes are tuition free for students. What an incredible program.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. And we actually have one community college, Crafton Hills College, that we partner with. And the cool thing about the partnership is it's just Sage Oak High School students in those sections. So it's a really great opportunity to get started.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about that. Is this a live in-person class or is this happening virtually?
This is happening virtually. So it's online and it's asynchronous, meaning you can do the work at any time during the week that you have time to do it. The assignments are due towards the end of the week every week. But it's just Sage Oak students. So if you're just starting out in dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment, you're not quite sure how this works, it's a great way to dip your toes in because you're not in a section with, say, maybe some older students. If you're a parent that's concerned about maybe your 9th or 10th grader being in a class where maybe discussions in a college class could lead somewhere that you're not comfortable with because it's older students in the class. This is a great opportunity just to have Sage Oak students. We can run a class with as little as 10 students. So a lot of times, it's small sections with not as many students, and you're getting more attention from that college professor.
Okay, I love this. So, what types of classes are offered in this partnership to our students?
So each semester, we try to offer about 4 or 5 classes. We usually offer an English, whether it's English 101 or English 102. We offer a history that will cover your world history credit or your U.S. history credit. We usually offer a government or economics, depending on the semester. And then also we have counseling classes. So counseling classes are a great way to get started. It's an elective course that's transferable to Cal State. And basically the counseling classes are a welcome to college. And also, how do you pick a major? What are those careers lining up with different majors? What are the differences between four-year universities and transferring in that whole realm? So it's a really great way to get started, and it's not too difficult of a class if you're worried about the rigor just starting a community college class.
Let's talk for a second about the eligibility for this course, because we just briefly mentioned that students in high school are able to take these types of courses. So talk to me a little bit about that eligibility piece.
You can start taking classes in 9th grade. Again, we need to certify that you can handle the rigor. So we're going to need to see like maybe that first semester, freshman year, seeing how you do in your classes. But then you can start taking classes. And as long as you have a 3.0, you can take any of the core classes that you want. I meet with students often and their parents to go through what is the best choice for them for what their goals are. Are you looking to try to get your AA by the time you graduate? Are you looking to complete IGETSI, which are those general education requirements at the community college? Or are you just trying to dip your toes in maybe a photography class or something fun that you're interested in that you want to learn more about and explore electives? So we can see what your goals are and then plan out what classes you should be taking at the college to help you get there.
Okay, so I love that idea that if students are interested or if parents are interested in exploring this option for their students, a good place to start would be to talk with their EA or to talk with you as the school counselor and really work on what is the purpose here? What's the plan here for that student? And then from there, it sounds like there's a little bit of a process for enrolling in those classes. So tell me a little bit about how would a parent or student go about enrolling in the class?
You're welcome to meet with me and I can walk you through this or your EA. But the first step is you got to create a CCC account, which is California Community College account. Then you apply to the specific community college that you want to go to. And the really cool thing about Sage Oak students is we can go to any community college. You could pick that one that's local near your house if you want to go in person. But if you're going to take classes online, you can go to any community college that you want, which is really a benefit for our students. So you apply to CCC, you apply to the actual college, and then there's specific concurrent enrollment forms that have to be filled out by your EA and signed by the principal or myself, saying, yes, we have verified their GPA. We think this is a good fit. We think they can handle this rigor. We have to sign off on it.
Okay, very good. All right, so talk to your EA, figure out what classes you're interested in, and then you or their EA will help walk them through the process of actually getting enrolled in the colleges. You mentioned the idea of taking an English class, a history test. Then I heard you drop photography as well. So, what is the game plan? What types of classes should students consider taking when they are thinking about concurrent enrollment?
I do think it depends on what your goal is. Some students want to explore, they want CTE classes, they'll career technical education. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this, but I'm not quite sure if that's what I want to do with my life. It's a great opportunity to take classes to see if that's something that you like. You might get in there and be like, wow, I love this. I want to take more, or this is not what I thought it was going to be, and I don't want to do it. So, this is a great time in life to do that when the classes are tuition free and you don't have to pay that, but you still get all the benefits of seeing what that class is about. But we do have students who want to complete their AA degree or work towards that, or complete the IGETSI, the general education requirements. So that's where we can work with you to say, okay, English 101 is going to count for a full year for us. History up through 1877 is going to count as US history. So we can play with that and see which specific classes, and there's programs that I can show you how to use online that show you which classes will transfer to the Cal States and UCs, which ones will cover those general education requirements for us for graduation and different things like that. So you can really take all of your core subjects if you wanted to as well at the college. We just have to work on which specific classes can meet those.
So it sounds like there really can be a lot of strategy as far as making sure that you're taking the right classes for your goals, as long as you're meeting with you, our school counselor, or the EA, because you are the experts on this area and you can really help guide our students and our families. And speaking of the right direction and scheduling, when do students take these? Are they only offered throughout the regular school year in the fall and in the spring? Can students get a jump start and start in the summer if they wanted to? How does all of that work?
Yeah, you could take them in the fall, in the summer, in the fall, in the spring. It's all available to you. And the really great thing about summer, this is just coming up. Registration's open in April for the summer courses at community college. So it's a perfect time to start registering for those. And that's a good time too, because you don't have your other course load. So you can just focus on that one class. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more condensed, but if you're starting with an elective and you're just dipping your toes in this, it's a great time to just focus on that one class at a time. You can't go over 11 units at the college. This is really important because some students get really excited and want to take all the classes. Once you hit 12 units at the college, you're actually a full-time college student. So you can't be a full-time college student while you're a full-time high school student. So you can only take up to 11 units at the community college, but you can do that every semester, including summer. And you still have to have 4 Sage Oak classes with us. So if you want to take your core classes at the college, maybe you're taking your PE and electives and things like that with us, and then you're taking your core classes at the college. But got to have 4 Sage Oak classes and up to 11 units you're allowed to take at the college every semester.
Okay, that's pretty exciting. So it really does give you quite a bit of room to take some of these college classes to, like you said, either knock out some of that general education requirements for high school or some of that general education requirement for the first few years of college. You can get caught up on classes, maybe if you need to catch up on something, or you can just start to explore some of the things that you're interested in. So I really love all of those reasons that students might explore some of these classes. Tell me, how would they go about finding out what college classes are being offered, what colleges that they're being offered. How do they even start to think about what it is that they want to take?
So we actually have a form your EA can give you that walks you through the process at the majority of the community college that our students use. There's tons in California, but our students tend to stick to the ones that are in the areas that they live. So we put together a resource for you that kind of maps out the process for concurrent enrollment at each of those colleges. And you're basically, when you get on their website, after you do the application, you're going to look at their course catalog. And that's how you're going to select classes and see how those classes transfer. You're also going to look at their schedule. So when you go to the schedule, you can say summer online, what's available, and then it'll list everything out for you and you can look for open sections. So that's something that your EA and I can help you with as well. And we have resources to support you with that.
Okay, and just to be clear, did you say that the partnership classes that Sage Oak has with Crafton colleges is also offering some summer sessions?
Yes, they are. So for this summer at Crafton, we are offering Counseling 110, which is that life planning, how to pick a major, college exploration, all of that, as well as English 101. So
Okay.
if you're interested in either of those, you can get signed up for summer. We need 10 students in each section to take it. So it's a perfect time. We definitely have room for you to take that.
So good. Okay, we talked a lot about the benefits of these classes. What are some of the challenges that students or families need to be thinking about?
One of the challenges is if you're not taking a Crafton Hills partnership class and you're just out there taking a regular concurrent enrollment at any of the community colleges, you really need to watch the deadlines and make sure you get in there quickly. You're not going to have priority registration because you don't have any college credits yet. The students with more credits get to register for their classes earlier. So you definitely want to do your paperwork as soon as you can so you're ready the second that you're able to register to get a seat in that class, because there's no guarantee you're going to get a seat in that class. Some of the other challenges that I see are that there's different FERPA laws with college than there are with high school. And so, where if there's an issue in one of your classes or one of your teachers at Sage Oak, the parent could pick up the phone or send an email, and that teacher's going to help and work with you. Where at college, they're not allowed to do. So, it does not matter the age of your child. If your child is enrolled in a college class, that college professor or the administration in admissions and records or any of that, they will not speak to a parent. They will only speak to the student. But I also think it's a benefit too to help coach your student. This is a great opportunity to teach them how to advocate for themselves. And I coach students with this all the time. If they have an issue with their professor, okay, let me help you write the email. We're going to call, we're going to be on Zoom. So I'm like, okay, this is what you say. And then you're on the speaker because I can help you coach. And what a great opportunity in high school to do that. So when you really are after 12th grade, you go off and you're in college, hey, how to communicate with your professor. You know how to walk into that admissions office and say, oh, I need my ID number. I didn't get this. You're prepared and you're ready. So that's really what I love about this process as well, is it's not a super easy process to enroll in college classes. And the more students we can get through before they leave us, show them the process, get them through the paperwork, and they feel confident, they're going to be more successful in college when they get there. And that's really one of the things we push is being CCI prepared, college and career indicators saying, hey, if you do these things, you're going to be more successful in your career or in your college. Studies show that one of those is completing a CTE path and taking a community college class, or completing the A through G requirements to go to four-year college and taking a community college class, or taking 2 community college classes. So let's get you started in these community college classes. So when you graduate, you are ready to go to college and you're confident and you can do this. And you've already got some credits. So when you get to college, you do get more priority registration because you've got credits now. So those are benefits.
I love that. And I love that you could see that challenge as actually being truly beneficial. And I think many parents would agree with you. Trying to wait until your student is done with high school to start figuring out the way that college classes work can be really intimidating. But this kind of gives you that opportunity to figure out that process together. And as you said, really learn how to advocate for themselves in this different environment. And that can be really empowering as they move forward to their years after Sage Oak. So if you're starting to feel excited about this and want to jump on this opportunity and maybe consider enrolling in a concurrent course this summer, tell us again, what are the steps students should take in order to do this?
Yeah. So you're going to talk to your EA first, tell them you're interested in it. They'll show you which community colleges, they'll go through which ones are near you if you're looking at in person, or what your options for the easiest paperwork to get through if you're going online. They'll help you apply, and that you'll start picking classes for whatever you're interested in doing. The whole process is probably going to take about 2 weeks to get you through the paperwork. So just plan ahead for that. That April is the perfect time to start working on that for summer.
Anything else that we need to add to this conversation about concurrent enrollment?
If you take 2 community college classes while you're in high school, it gets you CCI prepared. If you complete A through G plus 1 community college class, CCI prepared. Or if you complete one of our CTE paths and a community college class, it gets you CCI prepared. So if you are CCI prepared, you get an honor certificate at graduation too. So one more benefit to doing this is being recognized at graduation and getting that honor certificate, which we would love to give you. So get out there and start taking community college classes.
I love it. All right, Coral, thank you so much for always being such a wealth of knowledge on the podcast. And I love just all of your expertise in this area. I know you're so passionate about helping students and families explore this incredibly beneficial opportunity. Parents and students, please talk to Coral. You can also talk to your EA and start exploring what it's like to take the concurrent enrollment classes and get all of the benefits for your student. Okay, thank you so much, Coral. We always appreciate you being here, and we will see you on the next one. Talk to you soon.